we have Dr. Rekha Chaudhary, founder ZEP Foundation and World Digital Detox Day. Thank you so much, Ms. Chaudhary, for joining us. As a founder of the ZEP Foundation, what opportunities do you see for children's creativity and real-world adventures if social media is banned for under 16s? And conversely, how might it unintentionally stifle their access to positive online communities or educational resources?
So thank you for inviting me. I am so thankful to NDTV. After 10 years battle by World Digital Detox Day J Foundation, today I'm officially on board to talk about this subject, and I'm super excited and happy and little bit nervous about this. But I'm also glad that this is not a time to copying the Australia. This is a time for about the protecting our children future in this digital jungle. And this is what we have been fighting and I know talking about this from last 10 years, from 2016. And this is important for us because every time whenever we talk about this topic, so many of them, they said it is a parent's responsibility. But it is not the parents' responsibility, it is a social responsibility. We, all of us, has to come together. And this is not time for just awareness. That time has already crossed. Awareness has been already gone. Miss, I will say it is already crossed because technology has been already gone in the children life through the education pattern, through the many all this open jungle on the digital platform. We call as a digital jungle. There is no path to return for the children once they enter in this, and we need to protect their childhood. We need to protect them, and this is what we have been fighting. We already applied the petition with the Honorable Supreme Court, and we have been asking them to please protect the children childhood, and there
Ms.
should be
Chaudhary,
law.
Of course, I understand your sentiment and the fact that you've been actively tracking this particular subject since 2016 gives me reason enough to believe that you believe in this move very vehemently. And that's why it's important for me to also explore different angles. You used two words here. You said digital jungle and social responsibility. And you also used the word protection. I want to try and know how do you connect these 3 points? Because it's not like I was born in the age of social media. I was born in the age where internet was accessible to me. And that has really helped me improve my knowledge. It does till this date. Of course, we're talking about children under the age of 16. But today's children are smarter than the generation before, and that's how it's going to go on from here on, especially when it comes to them using internet for access to information and development. How do you think that a balance can be struck? And do you agree that a blanket ban would be a good move, or would a cumulative, calculated surveillance on how much they consume the internet would be a wiser option?
First, let me clear with you one thing is that as per the Indian law, if we are not allowing 18 years below child to get married, if we are not allowing 18 years child to drive, if we are not allowing 18 years child to vote, so why we are keeping this jungle open for this below the 18 years children? This is the first question I would like to ask every parents, every education institutions, and every government platform. Why we are keeping this jungle open for children who are not completely matured? As per the law, when we are saying that 18 years is not, below the 18 years is not sufficient for voting, not sufficient for driving, not even sufficient for his own decision to getting married. So why we are keeping this jungle open? This is my question.
Ms. Chaudhary, fruits are born in jungle. But when you say digital jungle,
I'm coming back.
Yes, just a point. My point is, when you see, the thing is, I need to butt in and tell you, because when you compare two different things, being an adult by the age of 18 versus having emotional stability by the age of 16, tell me, how is the government comparing this? I am not against this, or neither am I for it. I just want to bring two different points. And I want to make sure that our viewers today, whoever is watching this right now, gets both the sides of the stories. If you have told, and the fact that you told that if children are not allowed to marry before the age of 18. That's because that's how that's how the society describes an adult. But are you bringing social media ban in the same periphery? Because don't you think these are two different things completely?
I don't think because social media ban, we are not talking about the technology ban. We are talking about the children protection. We are talking about the taking the care of our children childhood. So there is no ban. Ban is not about the technology. Ban is about the putting the boundaries for the children protection. This is what we have been talking, and we have been asking that. And of course, Supreme Court, when we approach, so they said this is policy matters, and this is why they asked us to represent us with the government, and we did representing ourselves with the government as per the Supreme Court result with the JEP Foundation. And when we represent Ministry of Mahila and Bal Kalyan Vibhag along with the another ministry, they are still in the frame of mind. They want to start the awareness. And as I said earlier also, awareness limit has already crossed because technology has already entered. And as you correctly said, that is, you are born in the technology world and you are already getting the benefit out of that. I'm fully aware about that, and we are against saying we are not against the technology. We are saying in the technology world how we can protect our children's childhood, and of course there is a policy needed for this. And today, if Chennai government is taking this action after the Australia is taking, so these are each country is trying to protect their children childhood, their children mental health and well-being, and this is what we are demanding. So we are not against the technology. We are asking just to make the policy correctly, where if we are saying that is any film production is coming out, and that time we have the scanning committee to scan the every action, every scene or dialogues. So why we do not have the scanning committee where digital jungle is open for the everyone? What you are watching today, same content is open for the child age of 5 years or 8 years. They are also watching what adults are watching. So
Understood.
we are talking about that.
Okay,
We are
so
talking. We are
you're not
talking to
against technology, got your point,
right,
and
right.
you're just against the way technology is being used and is accessible to a certain section of the society. You've used the word protection quite many times, and I'd like you to substantiate and elaborate on that point. If you are saying that the entire purpose of such a law would enforce protection, which is very much needed in children below the age of 16, how do you define that protection?
Sorry. Can you just repeat the question?
That's okay. My question is that you've used the word protection many a times in your answers, right? And you
Right.
have emphasized that such a ban would protect children growing up from the technological harms of having access to social media at such a young age when the mind is not even fully developed. That was your basic point.
Right.
I
Right.
want to understand what exactly is the protection that you're alluding to.
So our request with the government is first to make the policy on the content which is open for the children. Having the scanning committee separately designed for this, because we need to have the whatever content is coming on the social media. You just see the influencer jungle has popped up all of a sudden, and you see the lot many things are misleading the children, and we have to have the laws designed where children, when they are getting the pulling on the social platform, there should be law, there should be fear by the government, which has to be mandatory for the children who are doing this unethical action on the platforms. Apart from that, age barrier should be controlled by the government, not by the platform who is designing to get the addicted. What they have the little bit, the path where definitely, they know how to mm, twist the what is that the technology wordings, or I'm just saying that is, I mean to say, technology whomever is designing, they are much more smarter than us, and they know how to bring the product like us. They are treating us as a product, get addicted, and as many as product they are getting, like they are using as product to us, and as many as we are getting addicted, they get the business out of that. So somewhere something has to be controlled. Why everything is free? People are not understanding that. Parents are not understanding these things. Internet is, many places are free. Platform, social media, you just sign on the Facebook or Twitter, everywhere. There, all the places are free. Why? Something is designed behind that. They want people to get addicted. And this
Okay.
is what where we are saying something is getting free, always dangerous.
Okay, okay. Your point is that somewhere or the other, because of how content is being used, there's also the repercussion of addiction that's been so pervasive in the young generation, especially. I'd like
These
to.
platforms are designed for that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Algorithm works faster than family supervision. We
Understood.
should not forget that. You know,
Understood.
sorry to
Right.
say,
No, no, that's
but these are the reality which we need to understand.
okay, okay. Point noted, ma'am. But then, in your experience, what positive impacts might the ban have on focus and academic performance? And could limited exposure to diverse global perspectives play against the tide, according to you?
So I feel like, it is not the role of the parents. It is not the role of the education institutions. It is a role of the everyone coming together. There should be the policy focus, decision should be made by the government. And of course, the parents should be also coming together. As an organization like us, we are working, which is born in India, World Digital Detox Day. And it is today we are representing India on the platform, world platform, 78 countries. So 78 countries, all the ambassadors, if they are coming together, there is language barrier, there is regional barrier, there is so many the different differences between the many countries, but still everyone is working on the one agenda. So smartphone free childhood should be implemented in each and every country. The reason behind that, because what we are saying, schooling system is also changed many countries, and everyone is making noise about that. Same time, you see the parenting, of course, that they also need to be educated, and any technology has implemented in human life, all this has come without the education.
Okay.
And when education is not given for the technology implementing in our life, so definitely is a huge barrier. So we are working on the digital ethics, digital
Understood.
manners, digital education. We are talking about that, and this is why we are asking and demanding for the smartphone free childhood is the rights of the every
So
children
I
on
am
this
with you,
earth.
ma'am, when you say that the pressure of protecting minors from the dark corners of the internet and the digital space has been in the talks since the era of the World Wide Web, to be honest with you. And therefore, as an expert in your place where you do understand the significance of this problem, in the last 30 seconds, because I've lost time on our conversation, I'd like you to highlight 3 solutions that you think the government should be taking very crisply.
First is that they should have the experts together along with the government experts, and they should have some policy decision making on this topic ASAP, not just waiting for the awareness. That time has gone. I'm again and again telling you. So we have to, government has to have appoint a scanning committee along with the experts, along with the missions like us together. And these are the first point they should be taking. Second is that is age barrier. They should be having the dialogue with the all the platforms, and they should have the control on that. Age barrier should be mandatory, making the mandatory in our country. That is one action has to be taken. Third action is that awareness campaigning, yes, but same time education has to be implemented in the school.
Thank you so
Digital
much.
well-being, digital wellness education has to be implemented in the school system.
Understood. So awareness, education, very important points made by you. Thank you so much for helping us explore this topic from various angles. And your inputs definitely have given us many points to think about. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.